So you start Love and Hip Hop, which you already at this point, you're ready to like do something for you, right? Like this is
I left. There was a
you're
little
out of your
period.
comfort zone.
I'm out of my comfort zone. I knew I liked television. I'd made the rounds of Hollywood, met a bunch of different executives. And then Yandy, who was also my protege, you know, she came into Violator straight out of Howard, trying not to go back to school. I was like, girl, this is not for the faint of heart. But she, you know, was in it. And then eventually she moved on to her own and she started managing Jim Jones. And, you know, I've told the story. I was figuring it out, I was doing a little bit of product stuff with Gail, right? We launched a makeup collection and boots in London. And then I was still kind of, okay, managing Missy and stuff. Do I want to take on more clients? And then Yandy came with this opportunity with the show that she had. And so that was really about like, shit, we know this world is crazy. Lord knows, you know, can't nobody tell me none of the crazy shenanigans that they've watched. No one who's been in this can tell me that shit ain't true. Right. I know the regular person is like, she makes it up. It's scripted. Shit. You know, some of the stuff that I witnessed coming up, it was like just pulling the curtain back on the world. And that was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah. And then your life changes. Does your life change?
Not right away. Shit, no. Because there was, you know, the period in the first, I don't know, 2 seasons. It was a sleeper hit, right? Everybody in the industry was like, oh my God, what is this thing? Buzzing about it. Everybody was talking about it online. The ratings were still kind of on and off because I don't think people... Yeah, it wasn't
in my
explosion.
memory, I feel like it was explosion out the gate.
The first season, no. And it was the second season and then with Atlanta coming on. That's where it kind of went.
Exploded. Yeah.
But what happened in the first season was a post-show conversation that I don't think the networks have ever seen. Usually a show goes off the air, that's it. People are waiting for next week. The conversation, and it was right at the tip of social media.
Yeah.
Right? So I hosted the first screening at my crib, and I just invited all the bloggers, they were calling them at the time. Right. And so they all came and they started this kind of social media community around the show. And so I remember the network would constantly be like, it's so crazy, right? It's Wednesday and people are still talking about the Monday show.
Yeah.
We've never seen that kind of engagement. And it would run right into the following week.
Wow.
So that is really what kind of cemented it into the cultural zeitgeist where people, but the ratings were still fledgling. And then when it all kind of came together with Atlanta, it just exploded.
Hey guys, you ever sign up for a phone plan thinking, wow, what a great price? And then a few months later, it's like, surprise, your bill is higher. We hate that. With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. There's no price hikes, there's no contract, and this is forever. Plus, Boost Mobile is now a legit nationwide 5G network. They invested billions building 5G towers across the country. So, what you need to do is visit boostmobile.com or head to your local Boost store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever. 5G speeds not available in all areas. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
But what's happening with you at the time? Are you like, first of all, you had your battery in your back.
I had my battery.
Did you call
in
Chris
my back.
ever and say, huh?
It is so funny. I remember we were shooting a scene, and that was when I still kind of went to set every day. And we happened to be shooting. I was looking down, I looked up, I was like, oh shit, this is our old block. It was like on 21st Street when we had that office on 21st. And I was like, oh, I wonder if Chris is there. Imagine if I saw Chris. And literally I did this. Why was he walking across the street?
Wow.
So then I stuck my head out. I was like, yo, Chris. And he was like, yo, give me some of that Love and Hip Hop money. And so that was, you know, we never really kind of got to talking about the show and the success. But I mean, people like Shakim and stuff, they would be like, oh, have you talked to Chris? He's so proud of you. He's bragging on you. You know, but he never said it to me. You know, that was
because he still wanted you to come back.
Listen, he was probably like, yeah, that was a fluke. You lucked out on that. You know?
That's funny.
Yes.
But I feel like you also you were now a public figure, right?
That didn't come till later because, well, first of all, right, the show was like in the early years, it was my Rolodex, the people that I knew, all of that stuff. So there was a lot of boots on the ground. And then when they're talking about the show in press, nobody else could, talk about it as fluently because literally not only had I lived it, but I pieced it together, based on the people, the world, the phone calls. It wasn't, I think it was the reunion show when I hosted the reunion. That's really what did it. And then I also used to voice the intro.
Yeah.
Love and hip hop. The city that never, it was that kind of thing. So people became more familiar with my voice in the beginning. And what was so crazy is like, I'd be out and about and people would see me, have no clue. And then I'd be like, hi, excuse me, do you have, oh my God, you're the Love and Hip Hop lady. Right? And then one year we were shooting, I feel like it might have been the first, no, maybe we had somebody else do the first reunion. I don't remember. But Jim Ackerman, the executive, was like, you should be doing this. You know the stories. You know more about the world. You should be doing it. And I was like, oh, whatever. Didn't even think twice about it. Whatever. We're producing it. We're putting it all together. We get to the day of the shoot. I'm multitasking because I'm still producing, but then they're kind of prepping me to get in the chair. And I remember sitting in the chair and I had 2 earwigs in because I had the producer one in and then the one for the producer giving me my cues. And I remember sitting in that chair. I was like, Jim, can you hear me? He was like, yeah. I was like, I've never done this, right? He was like, oh, you'll be fine. And
the rest is history.
And the rest is history. This is Mona Scott Young in real life.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and check out all of the other episodes we have on Angie Martinez IRL Podcast.